Some communities came together this evening to remember those killed in the eastern Kentucky floods. They gathered at the County Line Community Church for a memorial. And as WKYT's Jeremy Tom shows us, each was given a memorial stone to honor the 45 lives lost just over a year ago.
It's been more than a year since devastating flooding tested the faith of all who call eastern Kentucky home. But this Tuesday evening, those same people joined together here at the County Line Community Church in a continuing effort to regain their strength through prayer and to remember the loved ones this natural disaster took from them.
You're not in this alone.
A podium filled with passion.
We're here as brothers and sisters.
Lines of congregants lifting their voices to sing, their eyes tearful and overcome with emotion. This memorial service resonated throughout the room, with one main theme underlying it all: remembrance. Families sat before the luminaries of the loved ones they lost, and Pastor Anthony Mullins prayed for them one by one, including his own. Melinda Cundiff lost a sister and a mother. Her faith remains rocky, but she was moved by tonight's memorial.
It was a very heartwarming display. I feel like both of them would have been honored to know that they were loved so much in this community. You know, I'm going to miss them, but I know they're still here.
The Cundiffs and every other family member who was in attendance tonight received a rose. Melinda tells me that they can serve as their own symbol of remembrance, so that maybe whenever she sees a red rose blooming in spring, it will remind her of Ruby and Nancy. In Perry County, Jeremy Toms, WKYT.
And Pastor Anthony Mullins also says they will be making memorial stones for each of the victims, and they will be placed in the church's memorial prayer garden so that these families can continue to go there to remember their lives.